Hi everyone, Jennifer Starlight here to present the channeled update for August 2025. I've been a trance medium now for close to 20 years and I never cease to be amazed at what spirit brings through. So it'll only take me a moment to go into channel. I say to everyone, when doing the channeling and watching the channeling, please give spirit permission to come into your energy field to assist with healing, inspiration, guidance, because we're all connected in the field. And the more we begin to realize this, the more we can receive and the more support we can have. So please give spirit permission to enter your field as I give them permission to enter mine. So, as I said, it only takes me a moment or so for spirit to come in, and I shall see you on the other side of this. Enjoy. Omat, 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 precious hearts and dearest souls. It is my honor to be with each of you. I, Min, am part of a collective consciousness known to humans as the union of love and light. And we as individuals within this collective consciousness, and we as a collective, have always been here to serve you and your earth and your solar system. For understand, you, your earth, your solar system, is a magnificent being of such divine love and consciousness. But of course, this has been very difficult for any of you to grasp because of the misalignments you have received through the belief systems and the misinformation you have been given. Now we understand 2025 has been quite a roller coaster for many of you. However, we need to just gently remind you that if you find yourself here on the planet at this extraordinary time of your human evolution, it's because you chose it, dear ones. You wanted to be here. You needed to be here to assist in the transformation of all the pain that has gone before you through your ancestral lines and all the love that is before you, if you so choose it. Now, this may sound simple, but to your ego minds, it certainly is complicated. This 8th month within this universal 9-year can be either very empowering or disempowering. And we wish you to look symbolically and energetically and esoterically even at your figure 8. If you find yourself still living with the misinformation, the fear, then you are going to feel like you are on a mouse's wheel going round and round and round the same thing. If you can come from a point of expanded awareness where you are beginning to accept, acknowledge, and connect to the invisible forces of yourself and beyond, well, then this number 8 is a time of integration. Integration of your higher self with your human self. Integration with the non-physical and the physical worlds. Integration with divine intelligence and human conditioning. You, dear ones, always have a choice. Always. And may we add, to make no choice is still a choice. And feel this within your solar system. Feel this within your solar plexus. And why do we say solar system and solar plexus? Because the solar system, all of the planets, as consciousness, dwell inside of you. Each of you is connected intrinsically with the consciousness of the planets, or shall we say your Earth's brothers and sisters. Each of you has the ability to connect and communicate with the planets, including your Earth. Now, many shifts and changes are taking place within you and around you. And there is nothing in existence, whether within your realm and solar system or beyond, that is not being impacted by some form of expansion, some form of purification. So understand you are not the only ones who are feeling maybe a little discombobulated at this time, maybe a little distracted, maybe a little lost, confused. But we also need you to understand your confusion is also a divine gift. Why? Because when you are in a state of confusion, dear ones, it is actually the refusion of your consciousness, the recalibration of your consciousness. And your consciousness is connected to the consciousness of everything else in existence. This month of August, from traditional ideals, information, and rightly so, the 8 holds the energetic patterns of karma, of destiny, of fate. But we do not want you to be fatalistic, because that means being fatalistic means you have made a choice to have no choice. That you are under the influence of something other than yourself. That your will is being overridden by another being or many beings. And we have said all along, your planet Earth for many thousands of years has been a battle of wills. Now, what is your will? Your will is your true feeling body. Your will is your passion. Your will is your desire. And many of you, we understand, feel that flame has been snuffed out, but it has not. Because if it had, you would not exist. It's time to expand that flame, that passion, that love for self. Very important. Very necessary, particularly at this point of the journey for humanity as a whole. This 8th month of August will find you either going round and round in circles with the same thing continuing day in, day out. Same despair, same dysfunctions, same depression. Unless you can stop for just a moment and feel deep into the heart center, where everything exists inside of you, your solar system, your universe, and beyond. You are each a universal citizen, and that is what, ideally, this month is about. You're starting to understand and realize that you are a citizen of the universe, that you have the right to connect and communicate with all things, that you have the right to receive exactly the guidance, the energy, and the love you require the moment you require it. Because this is your true destiny. This is the higher energy of the 8 frequency, is your destiny. Now, many are also speaking of the Lion's Gate, an astrological event. But understand, dear ones, every astrological event that you perceive to be taking place outside of yourself is actually taking place inside of yourself. Feel that for a moment. Really feel it, perceive it, own it. What the Lion's Gate portal actually means is energetically, this is a time to consciously open your own heart center to the fiery will of love, to open to the feelings of love. Because understand, dear ones, many of you shy away from true love. Why? Because the misinformation you have been given about love tells you it's painful, that you must protect yourself. It's not love that hurts you, it's your belief systems around it that do that. So this month of integration, to put it in a simpler way, love entering your field, love entering your experience, love entering your choices, love entering your body to heal it. This is a time to integrate divine love into your human awareness. And we understand you are seeing anything but divine love around you. Because the war of wills is reaching a peak. And the war of wills, of course, is manifested through war, through politics, through misinformation on all levels about what you are as a human being. This month of August is bringing the winds of change in ways that you cannot deny anymore. The month of August, the will of love, the will of truth, the will of higher intelligence is going to be sweeping through each of your lives as individuals, but also as a collective. This is the month of the opening of the gates to the denials, the secrets, the manipulations that you have all been fed, whether on a personal level or a global one. And something very important, we do not want you to waste your precious energy in shock or horror or anger, because this just feeds the ones we call the powerless ones who believe they are running your planet. And why do we call them the powerless ones? Because they are not coming from the intention of love. And eventually, this makes them powerless. The only reason they have power over you is because you believe you are powerless. But that could not be further from the truth. And we could speak for hours about this. However, this month of August is an invitation to make a choice. Even if you cannot feel the love in your heart now, to make a choice from your deepest desire for love, for truth, to awaken that peace, to awaken that purpose, to awaken that passion inside of you. We beg you to do this because this month of August is a turning point for many of you, and in a remarkable way, if you can come from the power of your intention and your desire for it, and make the conscious choice not to listen to the fear anymore. The violence escalating upon your planet is a sure sign that divine love is sorely missed. And we understand it has been missed for hundreds, if not thousands of years within your concepts as a humanity. But what is happening now, which should give you some urgency to make the choice as individuals to receive love, to integrate spirit, to integrate your higher self, your divine intelligence into your human experience, is that your youth, your children are displaying such degrees of violence. Because for generations, divine love has not been a choice. And they now are the product of this. And we want you to feel the despair about this. Because the children, the youth, are the future ancestors, are the future of this planet. And they are violent, and they are disrespectful, and they are lost, and they are addicted, because all they see around them is loveless adults, filled with fear, filled with rules, filled with conditioning. Take a breath in and out of your hearts. through your intention, activate your heart center now. Because, dear ones, in the end, the only person you are betraying is yourself when you do not love and honor self. You are all magnetic beings and understand the energy of 8, the frequency of 8 is highly magnetic. So we will put this another way. What you think, what you put out there, you are going to get almost immediately within this month of August. Also understand your 2025, which comes into alignment with a frequency of 9, which is the number of the universe, is the number of humanity, is empowering this figure 8, this energy of 8. So its magnetic charge is enormous. The yin and the yang of the 8 as well, the feminine and the masculine principle, is also, with your choice, going to come into unification. And you are going to start to see this finally in small ways within your humanity, where male and female are starting to choose to come into balance. But also the male and female within yourselves is starting to come into balance. And when they come into balance and unify in the heart, then you start to have miracles, you start to have magic, you start to have mysticism. You start to be able to manifest exactly as you choose. So there's going to be intensification and magnification of what is wrong on your planet and what is right on your planet, what is misaligned on your planet and what is coming into alignment upon your planet. The polarities are going to be seen without doubt of the fear and the love, the grief and the gratitude. Which one are you deciding to experience? Because this crossroads that humanity is at now, you need to make the choice. Am I going to continue to live from the fear and the conditioning of fear from my mind? Or am I going to choose the path of feelings, of love, of acceptance with my soul? There is no middle ground anymore, and we have spoken of this for 3 to 4, maybe 5 years, that this crossroads was coming. Well, August, it is going to be obvious. And we say this to you, your minds are going to go into fear, into panic. Please let them. This is the month when you decide to be true to yourself, no matter what anybody else says or thinks. There are 2 types of intelligence, dear ones. There is human reasoning, and there is universal truth. And this human reasoning or human logic will always keep you confined upon the mouse's wheel, going round and round and round, repeating the same events, the same feelings, the same experiences, the same outcomes. Universal logic, however, tells you to choose the path of truth for you of desire for you, of love for you. We do not need to go into the details of world events because it will be obvious the polarization taking place. And we want you to take your focus off these world events and start to connect to your inner world events. The universe is inside of you. Feel it, honor it, align with it. And we will say this. The essence, the truth behind the Lion's Gate is that the Great Mother and her will, her fierce love, is wishing to return into each and every heart, open enough to receive it. You may feel this is just whimsical and esoterical and has nothing to do with the state of your life or that of the planet. And we wish to correct you here because everything starts in what you term the energetic or esoteric. Everything. Everything starts with an intention. Turn the figure 8 on its side, and what do you have? Infinity. You can continue to infinitely suffer, or you can begin to infinitely love. Our greeting of Omat means each of you is a universal blessing. And source energy in all its forms is not complete without you. Please remember that in this dynamic, divine month of August. With love. Omat, Omat, Omat. All right. I hope that is of assistance to you. I see what Min, or the Union of Love and Light, are saying as they're speaking it. I don't remember it. And my impression there was the power available to us that's always been there, but I feel it's going to be really amplified this month in August. The power and the personal empowerment and the love and the truth available to us this month is really pivotal, and we need to receive it, guys. We need to change our own suffering. So I really hope this has helped you. You can always go to my website. I have monthly Min transmissions, live Min transmissions, where you can actually ask Min or Spirit in general your own questions, personally or globally. You'll see that on the website. And if you wish to sign up for my newsletter, you can also do that through the website. Have a beautiful August, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Love. Bye.